getting yourself out of those situations, which is pretty refreshing. This could symbolize you kind of cleaning out your house, you, you know, kind of physically cleaning out your space, making room for new stuff to come in, closing out those old relationships, you know, those old friendships that aren't serving you, that are kind of making you an emotional wreck. And I think it's a lot about, you know, keeping your emotional self sacred. And this is a lot about being really conscious of where your energy goes. Overall energy here is this elder, this explorer of cups, which tells me that this is leading you to really open your heart, to really start to look at what is emotionally fulfilling for you. Maybe there's areas of life that you never allowed yourself to kind of explore, you know, and now's the time where you're kind of looking for the different things, you know. If you've been in relationships or jobs, like I said, where they served a purpose of dependability, paying the bills, maybe the person looked kind of, you know, good on paper, but, you know, they didn't have that quality of being like your best friend, you know. And I think that Aquarius is digging a little deeper this time, allowing themselves to go a little bit deeper emotionally, because they're in charge of their emotions now. This Elder of Cups, the King of Cups energy here, is clarified by the Magician card in reverse and the Empress card. And I think this is you overcoming those manipulative situations and people in your life. And the Empress card is kind of overpowering that Magician card, meaning all of a sudden your need to control a situation, it becomes easier to surrender. And I think your creativity and your attraction takes center stage, and you start to really manifest things quickly. Now the Elder of Cups with the Magician in reverse is a reminder to not follow a cycle of karma here, in a way. That when you leave the old behind, you have to leave the old behind, and you can't recreate those situations. You're starting new cycles here, and they're going to be around for a very long time. So you want to make sure that there is growth within them. Now, if any of you are looking towards finding new relationships, and maybe things where you could start to really consider having a family or expanding, and the Empress can also represent expanding of a business. The Empress, clarified by the Chariot card, means there's a major shift and it happens really fast. And I think this is really ultimately what that Saturn-Jupiter conjunction will be about for you in December. All of this will make a lot more sense in December. Clarified by the Ace of Wands, this is a brand new beginning, and it's something that you're kind of really intuitively guided towards. It's going to feel right. You're going to know. You're going to give up the control when you're in the Elder of Cups, because there's no longer a need to make things happen. You fulfill your own happiness. All the codependency is gone, right? The cleanup card. You're comfortable in your own skin, and therefore you don't need anything. And so you begin to take on this element of just creating whatever it is you want and feel emotionally and intuitively. And you start to connect to things that really do vibe with you in your new version of self. And these things are very destined for you. Now your likely outcome, you've got the Emperor card, which I love. It's another version of the Sun card. Like, things are blooming. I know you may not feel it now when you're listening to this. You may not come into December and feel like, wow, This is really happening. But it really is. Things are happening below the surface now, and as soon as you begin to clean up and make space, new things are going to come in really fast. And the Emperor card, card of Aries, this is brand new beginnings. And this is you being in charge. This is you being authentic. These are new things that really fit the new version of you. And card number 16, Coyote Spirit, trust in divine detours, breaking down to a 7, which is always my number of being kind of guided by your ancestors and spirit and your guides and allowing that to happen. And card number 16 means that a lot of these switches, you know, you've asked for them. You may not have realized all this Magician in reverse energy. You may not have realized you've asked for these things to happen, but you have, because you put it out to the universe that you requested change. You requested something different. You requested something that made you feel alive again. And so the repercussions are stepping out of your comfort zone, having to take on some challenges, dealing with some of the unexpected. But you're harnessing the energy and you're harnessing the wisdom. And the Emperor means that you've overcome a lot of the different king energy, right? The Emperor is somebody who's, you know, really strong and determined in all elements in their life. Emotionally wise, financially stable, spiritually evolved, in tune with themselves. And it's a really positive energy, and it's a big change. All right, Aquarius, I'm going to leave it at that. That was a very powerful reading, and I'm super grateful I got to spend that time with you guys this month. Seems like it's going to be really amazing. I'll be back mid-month for the love readings, and until then, I do hope that you have a wonderful November and a very wonderful Thanksgiving. Lots of love. Take care. Bye.